Being a
man, you
parent
got
is
like
tough but rewarding. Your
bad
child's
days
attention
inside. I'm
needs
like,
shape their
damn, bro, you
future.
good? It's like, yo, this might be the hardest, but yet the most exciting, funnest thing I've ever done. I don't know how to explain it, man, but like having this kid right here is like, it's hard, but it's also the most rewarding thing I've ever done. And this was like the child growing up in a two-parent household, right? Both parents, were able to like work from home and stuff like that. Even they were tired. Imagine doing that as a single person. That's a
And
lot.
you have more than one kid.
Yeah, that's a lot,
I can
man.
imagine it.
Because again, it's like then are you able to give these kids, the things that they truly need fully to be able to develop and grow up to be well functioning individuals and human beings, right? Because the kids when they're growing up, the biggest thing that they crave is attention. If they can't give them that attention, that can have an impact on them when they get older, right? Again, going back to what we talked about attachment, if you don't give a child the attention that they are craving and needing, right, and also be able to guide them when they are going wrong, because usually they come in the world, they're like, oh my god, this is a party, what's going on? But they need somebody to guide them, otherwise they're gonna fall in the ditch, maybe hurt themselves, right? They don't have that. One, they're gonna grow up thinking like I can just do whatever I want. Two, when they don't get the attention that they crave for like maybe doing something good or well, it says they interpret the message or internalize the message like, okay, well, nothing I do really matters because my mom doesn't care, right? Like my mom can't even say, good job or thank you or anything like that. So what's the point? All these are having an impact on how they're seeing themselves and also how they're going to be in relationship with others when they get older. So yeah, man, raising a child is tricky. And the cruel thing is you can do all you can, but there is no such thing as a perfect parent, even a
Yeah.
two-parent household, right? You can only be what we call the good enough parent. And just do your best.
So I always don't tell the details. There's been time when you're talking to someone in therapy and you're like, what the fuck you just say? Or this has to be the craziest shit in the world. Or like, what? Can you repeat that? And I
Yeah.
heard you correctly. There's no way you just said that.
Yeah. I used to have this client whom it was very interesting. This was happening like during the pandemic a little bit. But you could tell bro was like wrestling with a lot, right? Like um we grew up in a place where there weren't a lot of black people, right? So during the pandemic, it happened. We just like Kelvin, like I'm really trying, and it was interesting because it was like he sought me out, the black therapist, right? And this was before George Floyd and everything, but it was like, okay, we're clearly talking about. We didn't say it outwardly, right? But it was clear like we were having conversation about all the like the racial tension that was going on in the country, right? And it's like, yeah, man, Kelvin, like I want to learn, but it's like there's just a lot of like pushback, right? And I'm afraid that like they might push too hard and this something might go wrong. I was like, I wanted to ask like who's they, but I didn't. I just wanted to just kind of go off and just talk. Like even though we both we never set out right, it's pretty obvious. It was like, yeah, white people and black people, there might be a race war. I'm like, okay, sure, but let's talk about that, sure. But you can tell my man was like struggling because like to like say it, but it's like I I know what you're trying to say, but it's
Yeah.
okay. Let's talk about it. Let's talk it out.
So
Yeah.
Calvin, can you give us your social media or any other ways for people to reach out to you?
Yeah, yeah. So you can find me on Instagram, at Pepper Counseling, and also my website, peppercounseling.com. And send me an email at kelvin@peppercounseling.com. And you can find me on LinkedIn too.
You also do, I think, a free initial consulting, like 30 minutes, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So, if you'd like to work with me, I do a free 10-15 minute consultation, right? And that's just to find out if, we'll be compatible working together and also just to find out a bit more about what brings
And
folks
so how
together.
deep does that get? It's only 15 minutes. I'm sure you can't get too deep, but like,
Nah, nah. It's just more of like a, like a cursory kind of like,
okay,
glance of
what
like,
they're struggling with,
yeah,
what they need, what they want. But,
what I
okay,
want to work on and, what goals they might have,
okay.
in therapy.
All right. Hey, Calvin, thanks for your time today. I really appreciate you.
Of course. Thank you, man, for having me. Thank you,
Yes.
Jason.
And to our listeners, thank you for your time as well. And remember to be great every day.